Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel for another episode of Automation. We're going to continue on with Apollo Motors, where we had just become profitable with the Nebula, our family luxury car. And we're going to keep going from there. I think once we've gotten a couple of months of money coming in, we're going to look at doing some new models, or a new model. So just kind of fast forward through a couple of months here, see if we start making any kind of real money. It's like our expenses are pretty high, but at least we're making money. Alright, and this was our first model, yeah, 1946, and it's now 1954. I think it might be time for a facelift. I just have to remember how to do it. There we are. This will remain the same as far as the name goes. I'm sure we've got quite a few things that we could do to it. We're going to keep the body basically the same. Can't give it a 4-speed manual. Let's bump up this top speed a bit. There we go. I think 55 is probably good. Keep the open differential. Still complaining about brake force compared to grip, but that'll be a big upgrade there. Radial tires. But we really need to look and see what we have. Brakes. 2-cylinder or 2-shoe brakes. Wow, look how low the braking is compared to the grip. The front's pretty good, but let's see. This could all be the same. We're going to see if the premium market wants us to go up. The luxury stereo, looks like yes. And they really like that. So, see if we could do something about it running rich. Might not be able to. So let's clone the variant, see if we can make this the 41. First things first, let's lead it out. I know we have some docking to attend to. Retard the timing a bit. Good. Now we could go and upgrade to the 2-barrel carb, which is of course going to make it angry. So we'll have to address that with the suspension and that sort of thing. Keep it with the 2-inch exhaust. Let's bump up our rear tire grip here to the maximum of 205. Try to get striding the line on drivability here. Okay, we're still at 3.8 wheel spin. Lower the spacing. And we can raise the top speed as well. There we go. And the premium's still at 350. It went down a little bit, but that's not much. We made the changes there. Let's give it power steering, which really boosts everything for premium and luxury. Boost the safety. Give it progressive sprigs. We're basically just going to make this thing as top of the line as we can. Okay. So let's see how this does on the track. Sounds great. I just want to see what it does on the straightaway here. That is actually not bad at all. 107. All right, and just under 3 minutes. Oh, cool. And yeah, still the braking. I wonder if we can do anything about the rear ride frequency. Where can I see it? So, increasing rear spring stiffness. Okay. Rear dampers are soft. All right, so that it seemed to like that. And it says that the brake force of both is low, so we're going to see if we can increase it a little bit without sacrificing too much in our ratings here. Looks like that's basically about the best we're gonna do. Yeah, still not good, but It's a 1950s car with drum brakes. I'm not terribly surprised. I am going to real quick export this for Beam. Alright, good. So now we need to set the factories up. I'm liking this. Totals refresh is 225 mil. We've got 267. So that's not too bad. Costs us $3 grand per car. Right. 66 months. I would actually like that to be faster. And we're going to focus a little bit more on learning. This is where we can spend some money to drop it down. And set the tooling up to be autumn. Oh, no. Okay. So we're going to be stuck at that 66 month mark, or 60 something month. Let me just take that all the way down. But that gives us engineering time modifiers, so that's good. Get it. 60 months will be fine. 5-year time frame for $39 million. Alright, and we set the engine up same way. Yep. So that's all good. It's all good. I think we'll keep that the same. The per unit cost is $744, so right about $3 grand per car, all inclusive. It's not too bad. And this is at 36 months. We can actually rank a bunch of this stuff down. Oh, 86 way over. Let's just pump the rest into reliability and try to get us just under the 60. That'll work. So we're making it much more reliable, spending some time learning about the different technologies and such so we get those bonuses in the future. But we are overworking the factory. So let's kick it up to a large 2. Okay, keeping all this stuff roughly the same. Now we've got spare capacity in that factory. So, cool. Don't know why it doesn't have a picture of the engine here, but just as long as it works, right? Okay. I want to bump this up to 2.5 max shifts. And their budget is 25 grand. And we're at 16. Let's see if we can sell them for, so it's 25 plus or minus 11. We're going to split the difference and go with 20,000. It's not showing us a profit until 9 years from now. Well, hopefully that's not accurate. It's no loan, because some of this will come out over time, and we're earning money now, so hopefully we won't go too far negative. All right. Speed this up a little bit. Thinking we had an overabundance of engines if I'm still producing cars while the engine factory is offline. That's okay. It just means we have spares. Right. Now that we're sitting here at 58, let's take a look at research. So we've bumped up into the 1962 chassis. And there's a long way to go for driver assists. I'm going to take that money out. And I'm thinking brakes might be a good way to put money. So that'll put us in 63. Let's give it another one. Yeah. We've still got the money going into bodies, which is why we're already into the 1960s. Looks good. Let's hit marketing, and we haven't actually done any marketing here for Helvetia. So I want to do some marketing on the prestige, comfort, drivability. Engine Factory 1 has a quality issue. Oh no. 5 billion and no damage at all. Do it. Alright, we're getting close to the release of our facelift here. Our expenses just shot way up. I think we had to buy out the old, the 1946 LS. Okay, we've got 225 million. I think we're going to do a new car project, something that's more towards like the family premium rather than just straight up premium and luxury. Okay, so for family premium, we're going to want a coupe, or sorry, a sedan. Let's get rid of these so I can pick one out. So we go with like the boat style or go with something a bit newer. Yeah, we're going to break into the new market here with the newer style. We're going to keep with the same steel factor or steel material. But and we're going to go with a light truck monocoque body or chassis. Mostly for the weight savings, but it's got the lower engineering time, and we have some familiarity over the regular. And we're going to go with the galvanized steel for the corrosion resistance. Make this a rear-wheel drive just like the last one. But we're going to set to save money, so we want cost or production units to be as high as possible. If I'm reading that correctly. So, thinking McPherson strut for the front. Trailing arm for the rear. Now we have the double wishbone familiarity, and this gives more production units, but this is slower engineering time. Kind of split the difference, kind of make it a balance between the two. We're going to do a new engine. Heck with it. FS1. Family Sedan 1 to go for the engine. And we're going to name this, name the car. The Venus. Why not? We'll stick with the LS to tie it in with the other one. And I'm thinking, so let's see this. Current engine does not fit. There's not an engine yet. I'm thinking of V6, cast iron. So let's go with the direct acting cam on cast iron heads. And cast iron crank. Doesn't need to be a particularly torquey. I don't want to add the forge works right now. Same deal there. Oh, we haven't been sticking any quality points. Let's do like 1 into each of the areas where we can. Alright. I'm going to leave this alone for now. Well, actually, we're going to lower the combustion a bit, or the compression rather. And lower the cam profile. And we'll come back to it once we look at the engine in the testing. We're going to stick with 2 single barrel carbs on a standard intake for regular unleaded. This is a V6, yeah, 5800, unless we need to change it, works for me. Let's give it short cast headers with a dual exhaust. No first muffler with a reverse flow on the second. All right, so we got some valve float and some knocking. So let's go back here to the fuel, retard the ignition timing by quite a bit. Okay, I will richen the fuel a little, retard the timing just a hair more. I'll drop this down to 5700. Which actually gives us a decently powerful little V6. Alright, going back to the exhaust. If I constrict the exhaust to 1.5, it actually raises my power ratings. Not bad. So where's my fuel economy? 12.1. Oh my god. Although for 2 carburetors on a V6, that's actually not out there. We're going to leave this all standard. Again, this is just a family sedan. So let's hear it. Not bad sounding and no backfires either. Alright, let's stick with this guy. Let's do some body morphing. Oh my god, you can make this thing really long. But that's not what we're going for. Let's... Well, that's kind of funny looking. Let's make it a little bit more aerodynamic there. That looks kind of funny to me. There. Give it that kind of faux spoiler look. Yeah. We don't want to flare the fenders out at all. Maybe just a little. Yeah. Let's just paint the whole thing blue. Sure. I will come back to this. Add some lights and that sort of thing. Rear wheel drive. Automatic transmission with 3 gears. That gives us 89 miles per hour. We'll keep that for now. 1-point quality. Radial tires on a medium compound, or should we do... I kind of wish I could see the effects on the markets. I guess I can come back to it. We'll take a look between the hard long life and the medium compound. Let's give 14-inch wheels. Solid disc brakes up front, drum brakes in the rear. We'll make these nice and big, make these a little bit smaller. And again, with the point of quality, we'll go through and adjust all this in a little bit. Doesn't need an under tray. And the 2+3 works for me. We're going to go with a standard interior and a standard radio. Power steering, advanced 60s, point of quality into each with progressive springs, and we're going to set it for normal instead of comfort. All right. So surprisingly, the only issue we have right now is wheel spin and rear brake force. So let's go back to the drivetrain. Oh wow, look at that. So we gap the, oh, we're gonna have to gap it a lot, 8.5%. Bump these up. Okay, that helps a bit. And go to the suspension. At least now it's only complaining about brake force, but let's stiffen the springs just a little on each one. Same with the dampers. That should help a little with the wheel spin. And let's bump up the top speed. That'll help too. So it gaps our gears a bit. Shallows out the power curve. Let's take them down, see how far we can go up before it starts spinning. I can live with 1.2% at a 92.7 mile per hour top speed. Okay. And we've made our changes to the wheels. We've got quality point on the brakes. Let's give it a quality point there. We've got understeer at high speed. How are we doing at low speed? Oh, it's right smack in the middle for drivability. I like it. Which puts us surprisingly doing really well with the pony car crowd. Low comfort penalty. Okay. So we were going for the family premium. Let's hit the interior up. Bump that to a premium with a premium. All right, so that got us almost a 400. At the family sport premium, really like us. I over-engineered the engine a bit. Okay, so we need to do something about our brakes. So we can bump up this. Oh, heck. Go up to a full 11-inch there. The rear brake force is actually not that low. And what if I come back here and I drop this to a 225? Go back to my brakes. It's getting awfully close. Still says the rear brake force is low. So, since we're now at 0.1% wheel spin, I don't feel bad dropping this down to a 215. Which gets us even closer. I don't want to favor the rears too much here. Another couple of steps here. I know we've dipped way below the 400 mark, but it's really close. Maybe another point or two of quality. Yeah, that makes it happy. And then we can try to make up for some of the difference. Like if I pull a little bit more comfort into the brakes, that's still happy. What happens if we go to the luxury stereo? So family sport premium and family premium will be our primary. We can go ahead and target this one. Oh, look, fun premium. Just doesn't like the body type, but otherwise the rating is even higher. But that's okay. We'll give it a test. I like the sound of it. Gotta get through these turns real quick. Just to see what it does on the straightaway. And there we've capped out 93. 256. I think it actually finished faster than the luxury car. That's cool. All right, now I'm going to have to go back and add fixtures. So I will fast forward this portion of the video. So we will be back in a moment. All right, and we're back. We're gonna export this guy for BeamNG. And all done. Cool. Yes, I know it's not being produced. All right, put that on factory 1. Configure it to produce the car. No actions needed. We'll keep this stuff basically where it is. Okay. 76 months. But we do want to put some learning in. Let's fund it to be faster. A little bit reliable, but let's waste the process a bit. And 60 months, just under. That works for me. What was that flag? Limited production, interior choice. Okay. Kind of fits with the brand that we're doing here. Okay, I need to be able to add it to a factory. There it is. Produce that guy. Okay. And moving on, 64 months. We want to put some into learning. Fund it to be faster. But we do want it significantly more reliable, but we'll counter that with wasteful processing and some manual tooling. Get that up. 59.8, that works. And the engine factory is still good to go. All right. Oh. Forecasting. All right, so their budget is 26 plus or minus 10.6. That's a huge plus or minus, but let's set this to be 17.5. And that is a much better profit projection than the other one. What are we talking about? I just said it. So with Bart. Oh. I just set it to 17.5. Oh, it's because I eliminated the K. Okay. That's a much worse projection here. Let's drop this down to 15,000. Since we know it's got a high rating. So, okay, so with the company awareness that I don't really know what that's going to do, but we're going to set some marketing up for the company anyway. That should change things dramatically. Okay. So let's sign off on this guy. No loan. Let's 474. We're at 215, but we're going to start making money again on the Nebula, so sign off. Okay. Marketing. No, that's World Trends. I want marketing. And we are going to market the company with reputation and prestige in both places. Cool. And they really like safety, but they're not too keen on the other stuff, but that's okay. And then in 1970, we will unlock Fruinia. They've got more of a taste for luxury, Gasmia. Fruinia, sportiness is king. All right, cool. Back to the hub, and just give it, say, 6 months, just see what it does. So we are maintaining some level of profit here, so that's good. And I think that's a wonderful place to call it. We will be back with BeamNG here in just a moment. All right, here we are on the test track with the Nebula LS. Let's see what it does. Looks like my license plate is crooked. I might have to go in and fix that off camera. But let's see what it does. Not obviously expecting a whole lot from a luxury sedan, but we'll see what she does. And I'm just doing this with my keyboard. I don't have a wheel or anything like that, so that's why you hear it kind of turn and then stop and turn and stop. Oh, I missed that turn. Should have been paying more attention to the driving, huh? She definitely sounds good. Oh, didn't need to brake that much. This is my first time in BeamNG, so I'm not super familiar with it. And my experience with racing games tends to amount to crash into everything. And crash. Yeah, just pull it to the left now. Oh yeah, I screwed up that front fender. And obviously the wheel. All right, and now that we're coming up on this lap, I think we're just going to smack it as something as hard as we can.
because why not? Call that the crash testing. All right, and now we're going to try out the other one. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, and here we are testing out the Venus. So let's see what she can do. It's not bad on the acceleration side. Oh, driving through the sand. Lots of squealing. Oh, she'll kick the back end out on you. There's that top speed right there. Positive side means we didn't even have to brake for that corner. There we are again. Just liking that pull to the right. Got the corner. Yeah, I think we're just going to do the smack into something early. That's hard to control. There. Impact test. Alright, well that was fun. I do appreciate everybody watching, and if you enjoyed this, let me know. If you have suggestions or requests or anything you want me to make, just submit it in the comments and I will take a look. So thank everybody for watching. Everybody have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.